Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 20th of October. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Yancoal, Silver Lake Resources, Green Technology Metals, National Australia Bank and NRW Holdings. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting a free newsletter every Thursday, but if you want my stock tips, they actually come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you've subscribed to that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, please share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to have a broking account with me and have me guide you with the buying and the selling, then please let me know. And all the advice here is general only. So we have a daily chart here of Yancoal. Obviously been trending high since the start of the year. Most recently we had this obvious sort of resistance level just above $6. We had the upside break, but it then failed and came back into the range. It's then tried to rally, as we could see at the end of September, but it's found resistance near that breakout. I mean, depending on where you want to put the line, this sort of zone, it's clearly rejected off that. So it's a little bit of a concern that it's done that and has fallen back. I think for this one to look positive again, it really needs to recover and just sit back above this blue line. And then I think you can start looking for buying opportunities. Silver Lake. So, like most gold stocks, not doing too well. When I look at this chart, you've got periods of sort of low and high volatility. So most recently sort of low volatility starting to get going. But then the volatility, as we could see, has kicked up here. So it's put it back into a downtrend. So these are the dangerous parts where you've got the big daily ranges. I mean, looking just here, what we've seen is a bounce on volume, and then the volatility has started to die out again, which is good. So the ranges are getting a bit smaller and starting to level out on lower volumes. So that means, if you see it pop here, you might get a little bit of a rally, but that would just be a short-term buy. Ultimately, it's still in a downtrend, and we do need to see the higher highs and higher lows to be confident that this downtrend is over. GT1. So since the pullback here, we've had basically higher highs, higher lows, doing all the right things. Most recently, we've seen that the pullbacks are fairly flat and shallow, and the moves higher are fairly impulsive, so that's good. So we've got another impulsive move here, just sort of retesting this high. So ideally, if you get another little sort of flat consolidation, then that will be the next buying opportunity, because at the moment it looks like it should just continue higher. NAB, let's just switch to a monthly chart, put in perspective. Terrible investment. It hasn't even recovered the levels since pre-GFC. So, in 15 years, it's destroyed your capital. Sure, you got some dividends, but you missed out on a massive market rally there. Looking short term, what we've had is this sort of big move off the June lows, and then it's eased back in what looks like a bull flag. Sort of classic bull flag breakout retest. It's on the way higher, so it should continue up, probably up towards $33. Most likely as it gets to near this old high, that's where you get some resistance. So it's too late to buy it here. It's already midway between the breakout and the most likely target. But just a bit of short-term upside, most likely. Okay, in NWH, so it's done pretty well this year, and we could see that the rallies have been quite impulsive and bullish. It's a big move, very corrective, then another big move. Most recently it has fallen sharply, but what it's done is fallen sharply and found support at that March high and bounced. And then on a shorter time frame, we could see that we had this little consolidation and then the break here, the buy signal here. So a bit of short-term upside, but it may need to do a bit more work because this was so sharp. It could just continue on to a new high straight away, but I think the most likely thing that would happen is that it rallies up to here, and then you get another consolidation and you get a bit more of a triangular sort of formation, and then it should be ready to head higher. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and we'll try to cover it next Thursday.